In this video, we are going to understand how to create a subscriber in AWeber from Webhook. So here, every time you have received some user details from a payment gateway or a form builder application or a landing page, now with the received details, you want to create a subscriber in AWeber. Now to do this, we are using a feature by Pabbly which is Webhook, which provides you this URL that you can use in any application that supports Webhook, and thus you would be able to do this integration. Now to understand how you can integrate and automate this entire process, let me take you to my screen. So this here is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect software, and you can reach here by clicking on the link which is there in the description box. So if you are an existing user, simply sign in, and if you are a new user, you can sign up. It is not going to take more than 2 minutes. And yes, at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. So now once you sign up or sign in, here you will reach the dashboard, and on the right hand side you have a tab Create Workflow. Click on that. This dialog box will appear. Here you will have to name your workflow. Now you can give any random name. As per my objective, I'm going to name it as Create Subscriber in AWeber from Webhook Response. Let's click on Create. Here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One here is trigger, another one is action. Now triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens. Action says do this. Basically, action here is the automated response of your trigger application. Now let's understand this with the help of an example. The moment you swipe your card and the payment is made, so you get an automated response on WhatsApp or SMS. Now this here is automation, and here in this process your trigger application will be the payment gateway and your action application will be any platform through which you can send these messages. Now let's come to our use case. So here my trigger application will be a feature by Pabbly which is Webhook. So Webhook provides you a URL that can be added to any application that supports Webhook. Now here it is written, copy the Webhook URL and add it under the Webhook section of the application you are willing to integrate with. And once you are done with adding the Webhook URL, you have to do a test submission in that application in order to capture the Webhook response here. Note that Webhook URL is unique for every workflow. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to give you an example. Let's say that Google Forms was not available in Pabbly Connect integration library. In that case, I'm going to copy this Webhook URL. Now let me take you to Google Forms. Here I already have created this form which is an enrollment form. So this is an online course enrollment form. Okay, here I have got the following fields: first name, last name, email address and contact number. Let me open this last field. Now here you can see that we have this field required. Toggle this towards the right so that every time this form is filled and this last field is filled, then automatically a response can be generated and can be sent to Pabbly Connect. Okay, once we are here, we are going to go to responses. Now within responses, here you can see we have got 3 dots. Click on this. Select destination for responses. Now the moment you receive a response, you have a choice. Either you can send these responses to a new spreadsheet or an existing spreadsheet. So here I'm going to select a new spreadsheet. Let's click on create. So you can see it is getting linked to a spreadsheet and now it is finally linked. Let's go and check our sheet that we have created. So this here is the sheet that has been created, and we have got the same fields as in our form, including timestamp that is going to register the date and time of the response received. Now here I'm going to go back to Google Forms. Now here we are going to go to preview. Now let's say the first name here is demo. The last name here is new123. Then here we have the email address demo new123 at pabblytudes.com. Then here we have got the contact number, and now I'm going to click on submit. As soon as I submit this, let me take you to the spreadsheet that we have, and yes, here you can see that we have got the details over here. Now our objective is to integrate this particular spreadsheet with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to take you to extensions. Here we have to go to add-ons, go to get add-ons. So as we reach here, this is Google Workspace Marketplace. Here I'm going to look for a particular application which is Pabbly Connect Webhooks. and you can see that this particular application has already been installed on my system. So this is a mandate step. You have to install this. Once done, close this window and do not forget to refresh this page. So once you have refreshed this, then you have to go back to extensions, and here you would be able to see Pabbly Connect webhooks. Go to initial setup, and as you reach here, you can see that we have to select the sheet and the system has already done that. Next is the webhook URL. So this URL that we had received, I'm going to copy this and here I'm going to paste the same. And then we have the trigger column. So the trigger column is the final data column where the data is added. And as per the sheet, the final data column is column E. So here I'm going to mention E. Let's click on submit. And as we do that, you can see that the configuration is all set. I'm going to click on send test. And here you can see that the test data has been sent successfully. Now I'm going to take you to Pabbly Connect to check if we have received the response, and you can see we have received the response here. So this here is the timestamp. Then we have the first name, last name, email address, contact number. Then we have the spreadsheet name ID, sheet name, sheet ID, and here we have got the trigger column, and this here is the row index. Now row index is basically the row number, okay? Now here I want that every time a new response is added in my sheet, then it should be sent to Pabbly Connect. To make sure that happens, we have to go to extensions, go back to Pabbly Connect webhooks, and here you can see send on event. Just click on this. As you will do that, then automatically it is going to send response to Pabbly Connect after receiving every event. And once you do that, you would be able to see a check mark right in front. Okay. So here we can see that Pabbly Connect and Google Forms are now integrated with the help of a feature by Pabbly, which was Webhook. And once you have received this, now with the information received, you want to create a subscriber in AWeber. So here I'm going to choose my action application as AWeber. Let's click on this. And the action event here will be add or update subscriber. Let's click on connect. So here Pabbly Connect wants to connect itself with the AWeber account. Select add new connection, connect with AWeber. I have already logged into my AWeber account. So here I'm going to go down and I'm going to sign in once again, allow access. So as I do that, you can see here that the authorization has been successful. Okay, now I'm going to take you down and we have to enter this information. First of all, we have the account ID. So this has already been captured by the system. Next, we have the list ID. So here I'm going to take you to my AWeber account. Let's go to list options, list settings. And here you can see that I have already created a list. The name is integration and every list has a unique list ID. Now here my objective is that every time this form is filled, then all the subscribers should be added to this particular list ID. If you wish that different subscribers should be added to multiple lists, you can do the same. In that case, you will have to map the list ID here. Now I'm going to take you down and now we have to fill up this information. First of all, we have got the full name. I'm going to click on this and you can see the previous step here. Let's click on this. This here is the response and this here is the first name. Let's give a space and this here is the last name. So this here is the full name of the user. Now this method with which I have added the information here is known as mapping, and this is important so that every time the workflow runs, it can take the new data into consideration. So let's say that if I had written the same information manually and when my workflow was running in real time, so instead of receiving the new data and taking that into consideration, it would have taken this manually written data. So to avoid this, we map the information. Next, we have the email address. I'm going to click on this, again map it. So this here is the email address. Then do you want to update the existing subscriber? So let's say that this subscriber was added for the second time and there was a change in either email address or phone number. In such a case, the subscriber would have been updated. So here I'm going to choose yes. Now here we have got tags. So here you can provide tags, then add tracking, IP address, all this information you can fill in, DOB address. I'm just going to click on save and send test request because this is just a test integration. And as I do that, here we have received the response. You can see it says that the application has been processed. So let me take you to AWeber account. Let's go to subscribers. And here you can see that we have got our subscriber here, which is demo new 123. So here you can see that the subscriber has been created here, which means that our integration is a success. Now I'm going to take you back to Google Forms, and here I'm going to take you back to preview. We are going to fill up another form. Let's say this time the first name here is Smart. The last name is user2. Then we have the email address smart@pabblytudes.com. Then we have the contact number. So here is the contact number, and now I'm going to click on submit. So what should happen, as soon as this form has been submitted, then automatically the response should be received in AWeber and a subscriber should be created. So now let me take you to AWeber and let's go to subscribers once again. And here you can see that we have our subscriber here. This means that our integration is a complete success. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect to understand what we have done. So here our trigger is a feature by Pabbly, which is Webhook, and our action application is AWeber, which is an email marketing solution, and the event here is add or update subscriber. I hope this is absolutely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the video description. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any specific integration to work on, you can always write to us. Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.